know anyone that has ridden a motorcycle until the age of 70? Well, my great-grandma Arlene was one of those people. Everyone on earth is born with talents and gifts, and also, my great-grandma Arlene is one of those people. She uses her gifts and talents to their full potential, in good times and bad. You really can't describe a person like her. She's indescribable. And this is her life story. Arlene was born in Laverne, Minnesota on February 9, 1935 to her two loving parents, Nellie and John DeNoble, and also her older brother Cornelius John. There are two things that set Arlene back when she was little, and number one was when her mom passed away while in childbirth, and number two, when her dad went into the service because he could not provide for Arlene and Cornelius anymore. So, Arlene's aunt and uncle, Lena and Jerry Holmes, raised them from then on. Arlene lived on a farm for most of her life, and on that farm, she had to do what any other kid had to do, and that was chores. Arlene had to get cobs out of the hog barns, get newly laid eggs, and help with the dishes. While working, you have to have fun, and Arlene did that with two dolls, a Shirley Temple doll and a Betty Jane doll. She also played outside with her friends, and on the Holmes' farm, they would have to have parties, such as birthday parties, Christmas dinners, and also Thanksgiving dinners. Everyone has to dread something when they get a little older, and that would be school. Arlene went to 3 schools, 2 of them being country schools. The first school that she went to was a school that is now the Old School Park, and she attended that school kindergarten through 1st grade. The second school was Jackson 2, a country school, and she went there 2nd through 4th grade. And last was Jackson 1, also a country school, and she went there 5th through 8th grade, and sadly that would be her last school that she would be attending, because she graduated the 8th grade on May 21, 1949. Arlene had to have fun at school, so her and her friends would go try to drown ground squirrels and go play ball. And you have to have those bad times. So, this one time, Arlene was doing her homework and she knew she got this one question right. But sadly, her teacher said, "No, you did not." So Arlene turned around and said this word that's not so school appropriate, and of course, her teacher heard her. So Arlene had to stay after school. In the end, though, Arlene was the one that was right, and for once, the teacher was wrong. When Arlene was a teenager, she would describe herself as skinny and bashful. Though she was bashful, she found someone. Well, he found her, and she really didn't realize that he, Clarence, would be her future husband. They did go on dates, and their dates would be going to the car races with her friends Joanne Van Gelder and Gerald Elvers. And back then, they didn't really have that much money, so they would go under the fence and secretly get in free. Arlene didn't go to high school or college, so she did work, hard work. She would help women that had babies and would clean their dirty diapers. And back then, the diapers were cloth, so you had to scrape off the excess, wash it with your hands, and then put it on the clothesline. From her experience, she hated that job. Arlene and Clarence got married on April 20, 1955. They did not have a honeymoon, so they just went back to Clarence's family farm and stayed in a small house. And this house had a twist. This house did not have a bathroom inside, but on the outside. After that house, they settled down into a new house, and they had 2 kids, Gary and his sister Jan. Arlene later figured out that she could spoil them rotten with food, and sometimes also vacations. One of the vacations that she went to with her family was the Yellowstone National Park. And Jan usually got car sick, and this one time when she got sick, Arlene turned around and said, "Please be quiet," in a nice way, while they were looking for a bear. And suddenly after that, a bear came out of nowhere. After many vacations, they parted ways. Then Arlene and Clarence got into a hobby, and that was motorcycling. They went to all of the 48 contiguous United States, and when they did this, they saw many sights. But there's one time that she clearly remembered, a sight that she really didn't want to see, and that was the top of Mount Evans in Colorado. It was a normal day, and then a sudden storm hit, and it turned into an electrical storm. They were up there for many hours through the lightning and thunder, but finally they toughed it out and got down safely. Life is like that motorcycle ride on the open highway. While you keep driving, you can feel the wind rushing by you, blowing your hair back. Or you have those obstacles and bumps, but you just keep on going, driving to those new places and meeting those new people. And that's what life is. And that is what Arlene is doing, living life. Everyone was brought into this world for a reason. Arlene's reasons were to be a great mom and to give her future grandchildren and great-grandchildren the meaning of life. She has no griefs and will not change a thing, not even her partner Clarence. She is the best great-grandma ever, and I know and love that she will stay that way. Thank you, Grandma, for all you've done. Love you.